Bonjour! So today, this is our last set of notes for lesson 3. Last thing we have to do, and great news, it's all review. You know this from French 1, although you've probably forgotten a little bit of it, but it's how to ask questions using inversion. So a lot of you are already pretty good at this. I've seen like in your quizzes and in your reprise tests that you all mostly know what to do here. So let's just review it. Les questions avec inversion. Questions with inversion. So in a normal sentence in French, as well as in English, it goes subject, verb, rest of sentence, right? You have a bike. You can see here, tu as un vélo. Okay, tu as un vélo. Now, in a question using inversion, so inversion means to flip something, to invert. You flip the verb and the subject in the sentence. So now the verb comes first, then the subject, then the rest of the sentence. So tu as un vélo, you have a bike, becomes as-tu un vélo? Do you have a bike? So you can see this pattern in the rest of these as well. Vous êtes français. You all are French. Versus êtes-vous français? Are you all French? Elle vend des ordinateurs. She sells computers. Versus vend-elle des ordinateurs? Does she sell computers? And then ils habitent à Québec. They live in Quebec. Becomes habitent-ils à Québec? Do they live in Quebec? So you can see here the formula for writing questions using inversion is verb, subject pronoun, rest of sentence. Just like we see here, verb, subject pronoun, rest of sentence. Color-coded for your convenience. Now, there is something a little bit tricky with inversion, something that will try to trip you up, and that is that if the il, elle, or en form of the verb ends in a vowel, the letter T is inserted between the verb and the pronoun. For instance, il a un job. He has a job. So, using inversion, we would flip a and il. So a is first and il would be second. But since a ends in a vowel, it just is a vowel, we have to put T in the middle. This is just for pronunciation. So instead of saying a-il un bon job, which is a little bit awkward to say, it just becomes a-t-il un bon job. Does he have a good job? Same thing here, elle travaille. That ends in a vowel sound. So that becomes travaille-t-elle. We insert a T in the middle, so be careful not to forget that. And last one, if you are asking an information question. Now, information questions are any questions that aren't yes or no. So they have a question word at the beginning, things like what, or when, or where. So in those cases, we start with the interrogative expression, which is usually a question word, then the verb, then the subject pronoun, then the rest of sentence. So same structure, verb first, then subject, but we begin the sentence with the interrogative expression. So you can see here, où habites-tu? Where, that's our interrogative expression. Habite is our verb, live. Tu is our subject pronoun, you. Where do you live? Same thing, quand travaille-t-il? When does he work? When does he work? Avec qui? With whom? Dînez-vous ce soir? Are you eating dinner with tonight? Like, with whom are you eating dinner tonight? And then, pourquoi sont-ils en retard? Why are they late? Pretty simple. Nothing much changes in information questions. You just have to remember to put that interrogative expression right at the beginning, so your question words usually. And that's it for questions with inversion. Pretty short video. You have some practice to do with this. This is one you're really gonna just have to practice to get good at. There's nothing more I can tell you about it. And practice is posted. Go ahead and do that. And that is going to wrap up our notes for lesson 3. The next video you'll see me in will be your quiz prep video. As always, email me if you have any questions. Au revoir!